Good morning, students. Welcome you in online classes during lockdown. Students, I am teaching you geography chapter number 7, that is human settlement, transport and communication. This is part 2 of chapter number 7, geography. Today I am going to teach you about transport, roadways, railways, waterways, airways, and then about communication, about mass media. So let's start. Transport is the mean by which people and goods move from one place to another. There are 4 mean of transport. They are airways, railways, roadways, waterways. Airways is the most expensive mean of transport as it needs a lot of fuel and fuel is expensive. It can't carry heavy goods. It is the fastest mean of transport. Perishable goods वो गुड्स होती हैं जो जल्दी ख़राब हो जाती हैं, ज़्यादा देर तक नहीं उनको प्रिजर्व करके रखा जाता. So perishable goods will be better if we take them by airways. So transport, it is the mean by which people and goods move. In the early days, it took a great deal of time to travel long distances. People had to walk and used animals to carry their goods. Invention of the wheel made transport easier. With the passage of time, जैसे जैसे time बीतता गया, different means of transport developed. But even today, people use animals for transport, like horse cart as a mode of one of the transportation. Students, you will list different modes of transport used by the students of your class while coming to school. So you see how students come to school by their car, cycle, motorcycle, and in our country, donkeys, mules, bullocks, and camels are common. In the Andes mountains of South America, llamas are used, as are yaks in Tibet. The early traders from other countries used to take several months to reach India. They took either the sea route or the land route. Aeroplanes have made travel faster. Now it takes only 6 to 8 hours to travel from India to Europe. Modern means of transport thus saves time and energy. So let's discuss about first it is roadways. The most used means of transport, especially for short distances, are road. There are 2 types of roads, unmetalled and metalled roads. Manali Highway in the Himalayan mountain is one of the highest roadways in the world. So the most commonly used means of transport, especially for short distances, are roads. They are metalled means pakka and unmetalled means kacha roads. The plains have a dense networks of roads. Roads have also been built in terrains like deserts. Roads have built in terrains like deserts, forests, and even high mountains. Manali Leh Highway in the Himalayan mountain is one of the highest roadways in the world. Roads built underground are called subways or underpaths. Flyovers are built over raised structures. So there are several national and state highways in India. The latest developed in India is the construction of expressways. The Golden Quadrilateral connects Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata. Then waterways. Waterways is the cheapest mean of transport. They are of two types: inland waterways. Navigable rivers and lakes are used as inland waterways. Sea routes and oceanic routes are mostly used for transporting merchandise and goods from one country to another. So this is about this picture is of Indian Railways. We will discuss this also. Here in this picture, a network of railway in India. Network of railways. This picture is of that. And this is one of the means of waterways. Students, you have already learnt that since early days waterways were used for transportation. Waterways are the cheapest for carrying heavy and bulky goods over long distances. They are mainly of two types: inland waterways and sea routes. Navigable rivers and lakes are used as inland waterways. Some of the important inland waterways are the Ganga Brahmaputra river system, the Great Lakes in North America, and the river Nile in Africa. Sea routes and oceanic routes are mostly used for transporting merchandise and goods from one country to another. These routes are connected with the ports. Some of the important ports of the world are Singapore and Mumbai in Asia. So this picture is of the sea routes of the world. Some of the important ports of the world are Singapore and Mumbai in Asia, New York, Los Angeles in North America, Rio de Janeiro in South America, Durban and Cape Town in Africa, Sydney in Australia, London and Rotterdam in Europe. You can see figure number 7.11. Can you name some more ports of the world? Yes, students, try to write some names of the ports. This is for you. Okay, you will do this. Some of the more ports of the world. Then about airways. Airways, this is the fastest way of transport developed in the early 20th century. It is also the most expensive. So airways is the most expensive due to high cost of use. Air traffic is adversely affected by bad weather like fog and storms. It is the only mode of transport to reach the most remote and distant areas, especially where there are no roads and railways. Helicopters are extremely useful in most inaccessible areas, जहाँ पर पहुँचना मुश्किल लगता है. तो these helicopters are extremely useful in most inaccessible areas and in time of calamities for rescuing people and distributing food, water, clothes and medicines. Some of the important airports are Delhi, Mumbai, New York, London, Paris, Frankfurt and Cairo. So helicopters are extremely useful in most inaccessible areas and in time of calamities for rescuing people and distributing food, water, clothes and medicines. And they can be in air without moving for a long time, which is useful aeroplane or helicopter while a disaster. So helicopter is more suitable there. Then railways. The railways carry heavy goods. They are not expensive. Many new trains are introduced. India has second largest railway network. The railways carry heavy goods and people over long distances quickly and cheaply. The invention of the steam engine and the industrial revolution helped in speedy development of rail transport. Diesel and electric engines have largely replaced the steam engines. In places, super-fast trains have been introduced to make the journey faster. The railway network is well developed over the plain areas. Advanced technological skills have enabled laying of railway lines in difficult mountain terrains also, but these are much fewer in number. Indian railway network is well developed. It is the largest in Asia. So the train from Xining to Lhasa runs at an altitude of 4,000 meter above sea level and the highest point is 5,072 meter. At page number 51, students, you can see Trans-Siberian Railway. The Trans-Siberian Railway is the longest railway system connecting St. Petersburg in western Russia to Vladivostok on the Pacific coast. Vladivostok on the Pacific coast. So here this is picture of helicopter. Very useful in most inaccessible areas during calamities. Then communication. Communication is the process of conveying messages to others. Communication is the imparting or exchanging of information by speaking, writing, or using some other medium. There are two types of communication. They are mass communication, personal communication. Mass media, newspaper, television, radio, etc. are mass media because through them we can communicate to a large number of people at the same time. Communication, it is a process of conveying messages to others. With the development of technology, humans have devised new and fast modes of communication. In figure 7.10 explains the evolution of the communication system. At page number 52, student, you will see in an NCERT book. Here the figure explains the evolution of the communication system. The advancement in the field of communication has brought about an information revolution in the world. Different modes of communication are used to provide information, to educate as well as to entertain. Through newspapers, radio and television, we can communicate with a large number of people. They are therefore called mass media. The satellites have made communication even faster. The satellites have made communication even faster. Satellites have developed in oil exploration, survey of forest, underground, water, mineral wealth, weather forecast and disaster warning. Now we can send electronic mails or emails through internet. Wireless telephonic communications through cellular phones have become very popular today. Internet not only provides us with worldwide information and interaction, but has also made our lives more comfortable, and here our life more comfortable. Now we can reserve tickets for railways, airways, and even cinemas and hotels sitting at home with this kind. So internet, students, is also helping you a lot. You are watching teachers lectures, live class, that is due to internet. That is due to internet, and you are enjoying your teaching at home. That is possible due to internet. So students, you will find out the names of some newspapers and TV news channels in English, Hindi and regional language. This question is at page number 52. Let us do. You will find the names of some newspapers, TV news channels in English, Hindi and our regional language. Then personal communication, we can communicate only with one person at a time. In personal communication, we can do it by phone or anything else. You all are studying due to internet, okay? And we are also uploading videos for you in YouTube. YouTube is also helping students in learning. So this presentation by Mrs. Neelam Jain, presented by Mrs. Neelam Jain. Student, thank you. Stay alert, stay blessed. Thank you.